Hey guys, Travis here from Eco Fishing Shop, back to do another review of a kayak. We're going to do some on the water stuff and basically just do a full walkthrough. Let me introduce you first to the Native Hammer. This thing came out last year. Great kayak, 12 foot 10 inches long, 36 inches wide, 650 pounds of capacity. Comes in 4 different colors and a retail of $36.99. Let's go through the boat. Okay, so we're going to do a full walkthrough. We'll go bow to stern, but the one thing I want you to think about with this kayak is this is really made for the tactical angler. This thing is made for the drive, which we'll talk about when we get back there, but integration. This thing is motor ready, so you can really build this thing to suit. Let's start up front. Up front we have the grab handle that you've gotten used to with Native, and that actually has a track mount in it as well. You then have a mounting plate for your bow mount motor. And the one thing you'll see throughout the boat is the E-link system, where you can run all of your wiring through these plates instead of having to drill holes in the hull. One other thing that I noticed too is there is a handle under here as well. Native did that so that when you mount your motor, you still have something you can grab onto. Another thing up front that is awesome for the guys that are running trailers is they now have a D-loop on the front so that you can pull it up on your trailer with your winch. Moving back a little bit further, we come back to the first hatch. Great handle on this, and then just the twist locks. When you open, you basically have 2 compartments. You have one up front here that is actually in-hole storage, and you can get to any of your wiring. Running anything through there is just really nice. Here, you have an integrated battery box. So you got your link system, and then you have your straps, so you can strap down the battery for bow mount motor. Also, another little handy tool right here is this is a wiring management system. You know, when you put your fish finder in here and you've got 40 feet of extra cable, this helps you manage that. So very nice. Coming back from the hatch, you do have some mounting track up here. You can put a captain's bridge, you can put your monitors, whatever you like. You can actually build this to suit whatever way you want to fish it. It's set up to be able to set it up that way. Moving back into the cockpit back here, you've got track all around this boat. So you shouldn't be looking for that. You got rod holders integrated in. You do have C-deck in here to help with noise and to keep your feet nice and soft there. You do have your scupper holes, and this thing is like ready to set up. You've got Yak Attack through hole mounts in it. Like I said, the integration on these things are just amazing. If you want to just pedal drive it, but if you want to rig it out, it's really set up for any angle. Okay, we're going to move on back. We'll come back to the X drive, or the Propel X range drive. That's the star of the show, so we'll give it its due at the end. We move on to the Pivot Pro seat. Another nice feature, you have your swivel seat, which is very handy. Very easy to move this, plenty of track to get it exactly where you need to for any leg length. Underneath, you have your storage bin, jump tray, whatever you want it to be. Very handy. Right there, easy place just to chuck lures or keep your lunch, whatever you want to do. Directly to the left side of you, you've got your rudder controls. Very smooth, very easy to use. Moving back from the seat and basically under the seat, this is one of the best battery compartments I've ever seen. It keeps your center of gravity right underneath you. And when you open that up, you have plenty of room for any size battery that you want. You can strap it down. Again, you have your through-hole ports and your E-link system plate so that you can run everything in here, and you do not have to drill holes in this boat at all. On back towards the stern of the boat, you have a very large tank well. So you have plenty of room here, 16 by 16 black pack, crate, tackle boxes. One engineering thing that they did that makes a lot of sense that Native thought about on this boat was they dropped the track down to mount their bungee and the Omni hooks. Now the beauty of that is that's drawing down your black pack or whatever crate system you're using, but it's pulling it down with a little more force and keeps it out of your way once everything's hooked up. So very nice feature on that. Move back a little bit, you've got your rudder management system here where you can tighten it, loosen it, work on it. Anything you need to, you can do right from here on the boat. Again, you have another power link. so that when you are mounting motors or power poles, whatever, you can do that without drilling a hole in the boat. Back here, you just have a basic little storage hatch. Some dry storage, which is kind of nice. Keeps the stuff back there, any paperwork or anything that you need to keep safe. Then we're going to come back here to the stern. You've got double grab handles that are track as well, so you can mount accessories there. Then you actually have 4 different spots that you can use as mounting points. Of course, down the middle is going to be for your Newport or Torpedo or Bixby or whatever you want to put motor-wise here. But then you can actually mount a micro power pole on either side. The beauty of this drive is it's kind of redesigned for this boat. Hoping moving forward they use it on more boats, but this thing is very efficient. Again, pedal forward for forward, reverse for reverse. That's super nice. You actually have the lever here where you can push that down to stop cavitation as far as getting your blade up so you can get it in and out of the hull. Makes it nice. Another feature that you use on a lot of power boats, but they put it on this drive, is it actually has a weed cutter. So if you start wrapping up, weeds will start kind of working themselves out with that weed cutter. This thing mounts really easy, buttery smooth, makes this boat very quick, and probably one of the nicest thing about it is super lightweight, super easy to mount. Just a couple of twist knobs and you're down. And then also another feature that they put on this, which is nice, is they actually have a storage latch, so that if you want to put this up just to motor the boat, you can get this completely out of your way. So that's the Native Hammer. Excellent boat. Let's go get it out on the water and see what she can do. All right, guys, so we've got the Native Hammer out here on the water. We're going to give her a little bit of a whirl around, kind of check out stability, handling, how the pedal drive works, kind of let you know what we think. All right, guys, so what is my thoughts on the new Native Hammer? We brought it out here bare bones because we just wanted to just see what it would be like before we put a motor on it, and we'll do another video once we do. But it's totally riggable. I love that about it. The other thing that's really nice is I was actually really surprised at how well it turns and the mobility of this thing. For as big as a kayak as it is, it's pretty responsive. Really like that when it comes to a bigger kayak. I feel like stability-wise, I feel like this is more stable than the XTR to me. The stability is absolutely phenomenal. Standing up, you don't get even the teeter like you would on some of the other kayaks with more of a rounded hull. I really like this kayak. I'm really impressed. The swivel seat, absolutely amazing. Plenty of storage, motor front, motor rear, whatever you want to do. But probably my favorite thing about the kayak, to be quite honest, is the propel drive. And not so much the drive, because it's not that much different than what it was, but the hatch cover always has been my gripe with Native. This one, absolutely phenomenal. I hope they end up doing it on all their kayaks. But as far as stability, I don't know if I've ever been more comfortable standing up in a kayak. I like a little bit of primary stability. Secondary is great, but this thing kind of feels like it's got it all. I feel like I can move around. I feel like I can get in my hatches. I feel like I can do whatever I need to do. Great platform, and the stability is not a factor. Another nice feature about this kayak is the hatches and the placement of track, where if you wanted to put a captain's bridge on this thing, it's ready. All of the accessories, this thing can be set up however you want it, and it will be absolutely set up for bare bones like this. This is a great kayak. If you want to go a motor, you can go a motor. You want to go 2 motors, you can go 2 motors. Very easy to set this thing up, and really I just see this thing as whatever you want to make it, whether that be a good hardcore, deeper water river rig or lakes, and as crazy as you want to make it. I mean, it's kind of set up for that. As far as the seating and things like that, very comfortable. The swivel seat is amazing. It does have an underseat tray, which is very handy. Plenty of rod holders, plenty of track. And, I would say I would rank this about a 9 out of 10, and there ain't no such thing as a 10 in my mind. But I think this kayak kind of sits right in that mold in between the Titan X and the XTR. And I think this thing is sick.